What is a single-member LLC in Oklahoma County? A single-member LLC is a limited liability company that has only one owner, called a member. In Oklahoma County and throughout Oklahoma, many small business owners, independent contractors, real estate investors, consultants, and startup companies use single-member LLCs because they offer liability protection while remaining relatively simple to manage. A single-member LLC combines some of the advantages of a corporation with the simplicity and flexibility of a sole proprietorship. Under Oklahoma law, an LLC exists as a separate legal entity from its owners. A single-member LLC separates the business from the owner. One of the biggest reasons people form a single-member LLC in Oklahoma County is to create liability protection. Generally, the LLC structure helps separate the owner's personal assets from the business's debts and obligations. This means the owner is usually not personally responsible for business debts or lawsuits solely because they own the company. For example, if a properly maintained LLC is sued or owes money to creditors, the owner's personal property, such as personal bank accounts, vehicles, or a home, may receive some protection from business liabilities. However, this protection is not absolute. Courts can sometimes pierce the corporate veil if the owner improperly mixes personal and business finances or uses the LLC fraudulently. Single-member LLCs are extremely popular for small businesses. Single-member LLCs are commonly used for real estate investment businesses, law firms and consulting businesses, construction companies, online businesses, freelance and independent contractor work, and small retail and service businesses. Many Oklahoma County entrepreneurs choose LLCs because they are usually easier to operate than corporations while still providing important legal protections. Oklahoma allows single-member operating agreements. Some people mistakenly believe an LLC needs multiple owners to have an operating agreement. However, Oklahoma law specifically recognizes operating agreements for single-member LLCs. The operating agreement is an important internal document that outlines how the business will operate, how finances are handled, and what happens if the company is sold or dissolved. Even for single-owner companies, operating agreements often help strengthen the legitimacy of the LLC structure. Single-member LLCs usually receive pass-through tax treatment. For federal tax purposes, the IRS generally treats a single-member LLC as a disregarded entity unless the owner elects different tax treatment. This usually means the LLC itself does not file a separate federal income tax return. Business profits and losses pass directly through to the owner's personal tax return, and the owner typically reports the income on Schedule C with their personal Form 1040. Many business owners prefer this structure because it avoids the double taxation commonly associated with traditional corporations. An LLC can still elect different tax treatment. Although single-member LLCs are usually taxed as sole proprietorships by default, Oklahoma business owners may also elect different tax treatment depending on their goals. In some situations, LLC owners elect S corporation taxation or C corporation taxation. These elections may offer potential tax advantages depending on the company's profits and structure. Because tax elections can significantly affect liability and taxation, business owners should usually consult both an attorney and a CPA before making those decisions. Maintaining the LLC properly is extremely important. Simply filing LLC paperwork does not automatically guarantee liability protection forever. Courts often examine whether the owner properly maintains a business as a separate entity. Important practices often include keeping separate business bank accounts, avoiding commingling personal and business funds, maintaining proper records, filing annual reports with the Oklahoma Secretary of State, and using written contracts in the LLC's name. Failure to properly maintain the LLC can sometimes weaken the liability protections the owner hoped to obtain. Single-member LLCs are common in Oklahoma County real estate. Many Oklahoma County investors use single-member LLCs to hold rental properties, investment real estate, and development projects. The LLC structure may help isolate liabilities associated with a particular property or business venture. In some cases, investors even create separate LLCs for different properties to reduce risk exposure between investments. Because real estate litigation, tenant claims, and contractual disputes can involve substantial financial exposure, proper business structuring becomes extremely important. OKC business lawyers. Although forming a single-member LLC in Oklahoma may appear simple online, mistakes involving formation, operating agreements, tax elections, ownership structure, or business operations can create serious legal and financial problems later. Because every business has unique goals and risks, individuals considering a single-member LLC should seek experienced legal guidance to ensure the business is structured properly from the beginning. Contact an Oklahoma City business law attorney that you can count on. For a free consultation with the Kania Law, OKC attorneys, call 405-367-8710.